Rusame reader, Crow Song! And today I will be reading to you from Stuck With You by Buzzy B 1001. Now, on to Chapter 7. Third person point of view. Russia went home early that day. He put up missing posters all over the place, but no one has seen the cream-colored cat. Russia was starting to lose hope that his cat would return. For weeks, it was the same schedule. He got up, checked his phone, and went out looking. During every meeting, Russia wouldn't talk. He wouldn't even look at anyone. But despite not looking, he noticed someone else missing. Germany. So, after the meetings, Russia would always go over to Germany's place to see if he was there. He never was. But today, he was tired of not getting answers. Russia marched over to the German man's place and knocked on the door. Like always, there was no answer. Russia growled and kicked the door open. He stepped into the dark house and closed the door behind him. Russia turned on his phone flashlight and began to walk through the house. He shone the light at the living room, then the kitchen. Both rooms had papers all over the floor. There was a hallway with claw marks all over the wall. At the end of the hallway, there was a big black door. Russia walked up to it and pushed it open. That's when he saw it. America on the ground, beaten and bleeding. America! Russia rushed over to him and dropped to his knees. He lifted up America so that he could see his face. Don't worry, I'm here to help. I'll call someone. America opened his eyes, feeling tired. He looked up at Russia and moved his hand to touch Russia's face, just to make sure it was real. America began reflecting back on how he got here. One moment, he was a cat sitting on the concrete floor. There was Germany, then darkness, and now he's here. Russia picked up his phone and dialed UN's number, internally panicking. Why'd Germany have America here, and why was he beaten up? UN picked up the phone after a minute of ringing. This is UN. How can I help you? UN, I found America. He's really hurt. Russia practically screamed, lowering his voice when America groaned in pain. Germany hid America at his place. Please hurry. Russia placed his phone down and looked back down at the American in his arms. America stared back at him, his eyes beginning to become heavy. As his eyes began to close, he could see Russia starting to cry. Russia watched America close his eyes. His heart stopped. He checked the American's pulse. Still alive. Russia sighed and wiped the tears away. He carefully picked up America and walked out of the dark room. The ambulance arrived as well as America's family and UN. The nurses put America on a stretcher and placed him in the back of an ambulance. UN asked Russia questions about what happened as Germany pulled up to the house in his car. Right as he stepped out, the police handcuffed him. Wo zum Teufel? That roughly translates to what the hell? Quiet. Germany, you are under arrest for kidnapping America. I didn't kidnap him! Germany shouted, trying to get away from the police. I found him and kept him here. I was testing a theory I had. Really? What was that theory? UN asked, not really caring about the answer. My theory was that America was the cat Russia had. I was right. Russia's the one that kidnapped America. Everyone turned to Russia with shocked faces. "I'd never kidnap America. I had no idea he was the cat," Russia growled while baring his teeth. "You kept America in your house and beat him. I took care of him." "Russia has a point," Canada chipped in, pushing Australia out of his way so that he could walk up to Russia. "Not only that, but Russia saved America." "That's enough evidence for me. Cops?" The cops holding Germany looked up at him. "Take him away." They nodded and led the man to the cop car. The cops pushed Germany into the back seat and got in the front of the car. Russia watched them drive away, then felt a finger tap on his shoulder. "Do you want to ride to the hospital with me?" Canada asked when Russia turned to him. Russia nodded and followed the Canadian to his car. They got in and Canada started driving. "Time skip." America opened his eyes and looked around. He was in the hospital. In front of him was Russia. Russia was staring into space, not realizing that America had opened his eyes. "Russia?" Russia snapped his head over to look at the American. He looked tired. No, he was tired. "Are you feeling okay?" America nodded while Russia sighed. "Good. Sorry I didn't get there sooner." "It's alright. It's not your fault." America contemplated his opinions and thought about his time living with Russia. His face grew red as an idea came to him. "Hey, Russia." "Hmm?" Russia looked at him. America sat up, despite Russia telling him not to. May held onto Russia's shirt. What are you doing?" America pulled Russia closer to him and locked their lips together. Russia's eyes went wide as the American kissed him. After a while, America pulled away from him. He examined Russia's face for any expression. Russia still had wide eyes with his mouth wide open. Sorry." Russia snapped out of his thoughts. He looked at America's embarrassed face and realized that he probably didn't give the best reaction. Once he had grasped what had just happened, Russia pulled America into a kiss. America squealed in shock, but melted into the kiss. Russia wrapped his arms around America and pulled him closer. America felt like he was melting under every touch. Amay never knew he would love Russia, but here he was, making out with the Russian man on a hospital bed. "So, does this mean—" America nodded and cuddled into him. Russia's tail began wagging. After years of having a crush on America, they were finally together. And that's the end of this story. I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, next up is a couple one-shots after I post the binge comp tomorrow. So I hope y'all enjoy that. Anyway, see you tomorrow with the binge comp. That being said, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, night, or whatever it is for you. Just enjoy your time. And I will see you tomorrow.